Alright, in number 9, we're charged with finding the acceleration of both these blocks and the tension in the cable. So let's start off with the acceleration first of all. So I'll draw on the forces that I know. I know gravity pulls this thing down at 98.0 newtons. I know gravity is doing the exact same thing to this one. I'll just exaggerate it because it makes my triangle easier to make. 98.0 newtons. I know that there is a normal force. This is frictionless, so I don't have to worry about friction. That's kind of nice. This 98 Newton force gets broadcast through the wire up here, and it gets pulled. There's a pull force of 98 newtons. Alright, so let's see. Look for any of my forces that are in the x and y. So I'll go right here, and I'll break this one into its y and x components. Knowing this again is 30 degrees. So this half of that, 49.0 newtons and 84.8 newtons. Okay, the normal force has to equal this component. So the normal force will equal 84.8 newtons. Alright, so here's what I got. Gravity pulls it down the hill at 49. The box pulls it uphill at 98. Obviously, the uphill box wins. So this is actually going to go uphill. So what is the acceleration? Do F equals ma. The net force. Gravity pulls down the hill at 49 newtons. Friction, not friction, but the other box pulls it up the hill at 98 newtons. The mass. Both of these are included in the mass, so that's 20. And the acceleration, unknown. 49 minus 98. And you'll notice that it's a negative number. All that's saying is the acceleration is in this direction. So acceleration comes out to be negative 2.5 meters per second squared, which just means 2.5 meters per second squared uphill. So we know that since these boxes are tied together, that this one is accelerating this way at 2.5 meters per second squared. And people, they commonly think that the tension is 98. No, it's not quite. It has to be less than 98. In order to get an acceleration downhill, this has to be a little bit less. So it's something we don't know. To find the tension, just like in the other pulley problems, you focus on one block. Let's look at this. F equals ma. The net force. We got a down force of 98, and we've got an up force, tension. The mass of this thing is 10 kilograms, and the acceleration we know is 2.5 meters per second squared. So 10 times 2.5, 25. 25 minus 98 becomes negative 73, and negative, so the force of tension is 73 newtons. 73